John Bodger. B-O-T-T-G-E-R.
Right, come on in, guys. So we share a mic. So just come sit down and get involved.
Well, we return then to our penultimate fixture of the day, live here for the Lit7 series in Peterborough. It is the men's social final, but there is absolutely nothing social about it. LU7s take on Ongar 7s, both sides with a slight hope of catching Find Rugby now. If they can be victorious here, it might just accumulate them enough points to overtake the organisers, and that is a lovely last-ditch tackle for LU7s. It's LU7s in the dark blue and purple playing from left to right, but it's Ongar on the offensive, racing away in their pink and yellow, and it will be Kareem Issa eventually to touch down and open the scoring. James Padfield is alongside me from Ongar. The perfect start for your side.
Yeah, it's a great start for my side. Kareem's, he's been practicing it a long time. He's always very quick off the ball. But very luckily, we had massive crown on the ball, number 15. He very bouncing off his feet. It's a very great ground here actually today in Peterborough.
And John Bocker is with us from LU7s. It's a really unique community, really. LU7s, a unique organisation in what they offer, and you've done excellently well in the social scene so far. Not a perfect start to this fixture though.
Yeah, I know, definitely, but I'm excited to see what my boys are going to do, and let's see what they have.
Well, let's see what they have in response. Excellent conversion from way out on the left-hand side as well. And that's got Ongar in the ascendancy. James, talk to us a little bit about Ongar's path to this men's social final.
So we've been in a fair few social tournaments for the last 4 or 5 years. And honestly, this is probably the penultimate. We're in a final here. We did National Pub Sevens a couple of years ago. But this, it really is all of us finally coming together here, and I can really feel it. It's just like a passion for it. It's brilliant.
And Ongar on defensive duties for the moment, looking to hunt over the breakdown, flicked off the deck excellently well by Alfie Harris. And then charging up through the centre is Rendell. There's still Ongar players all over the breakdown, but here is Harris. Flicks it off the deck to keep the attack alive. It's a smaller LU7 side in stature, but they've still got some big runners. Like Will Nelson hurtling up through the centre, and he draws a penalty out of Kene Eze as well. Well, John, it's a little bit better to keep hold of the ball, but struggling to get much go forward at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like it. I think the boys just really need to find their game, take their time, be patient, and the gaps will open up.
Excellent offload in the contact by Harris, wrapped up by a couple of Ongar players, and then chipped in behind. And there's a foot race on, which Kareem Issa will win, but he's got plenty for company, including Luke Hayward, who just about gets a hold of him. It's an ambitious ball on the inside. Cramwell finds a pass, and now they're looking to open up the field through Borton. Borton taking on all comers. He's got just Harris to beat, and Borton's on the outside, and he will race away. Borton under a hint of pressure, but it doesn't faze him as he just shuffles off the last defender, and he will score Ongar's second. A great finish, James.
Yeah, I mean, well done to Ollie. I mean, I taught him everything he knows. Luckily, the win's against him. Well, sorry, with him. But incredible work from Ollie there. Fucking oh, sorry.
Well, an excellent start to the game for Ongar, who are 2 tries up against LU7s. Of course, Dan Harris, the former Argentine Sevens assistant coach, is part of this setup. It's a really passionate coaching team, John, and you feel as though they could spark something to bring you back into this game.
Oh, 100%. Like, we all know the game of sevens. Anything can change at any point in the game. There are only 2 tries up. We're still in the first half, I think. We're still in the early stages of the game, so I'm excited to see what the boys can do.
Plenty of sevens pedigree in this LU7 side, of course, all from the Henley College system, a lot of them, which always perform well at the likes of Roslyn Park, but that's excellent pressure straight from the kickoff. It was piled onto Hayward, and he's put it down. But in the end, the knock-on means that LU can sweep up. It's Rawcliffe back there with his dustpan and brush. And now taking on Borton in the tram lines. A thunderous shot comes in from behind by Albert. But LU7s have marched their way towards halfway in this social final. Teasing footwork in the centre of midfield. And here's the gas man Hayward skipping through a few. Lovely footwork and then wrapped up by Kareem Issa. Forward passes the call. Up goes the linesman's flag and a threatening set piece for Ongar. John, what needs to change for LU7s to get a foothold in this game?
I really think we just need to get the ball out, get the ball to obviously our quicker players. Luke Hayward on the wing over there, I think we need to give him more ball and get him on the ball more so we can hopefully get a try from it.
Ongar up by 2 tries with a scrum in a reasonably threatening position. They've got the whole field to the right-hand side to play with, to be fed by Dave Hale. Dave Hale with Kareem Issa at first receiver. Here he is. Borton to his right. And he'll look to take them on himself, and Borton is around Hayward, and he's touching down for another score. Just about gets it to deck. And well, that is a delightful try. Some individual brilliance, the difference between these two, and James Ongar running away with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very well done. It's not just the individual, Ollie is incredible, but the team are doing very well here. That scrum was inch perfect, it's brilliant. Benny Albert on the hook, incredible.
And it's brother of Matty Cramwell, Ben Cramwell, onto the field now at number 4, as Borton takes his leave after 2 excellent solo efforts. Have got Ongar on top. LU7s have yet to really create anything from outside of their own half, and now the short kickoff. This time it will just roll kindly into the path of Hale, and he's off to the races. Hale. LU7s over the ball, excellent work at the breakdown, and they win the penalty. And that's the kind of let-off that they were desperately in search of here. Oh, wonderful running. Just soft hands to bump off the defenders. Will Nelson. Nelson with Cramwell for company. Big tackle comes in there from the other Cramwell of the Matty variety. And Ben with his hands in there. The Cranwells are all over LU. But it's a penalty. Rendell with the tap. Well, here's Howe. Back on the inside. Sheehan assessing his options. Penalty for LU. This is their chance to get back in the game. Sheehan, well, there's a knock on there, but they'll play with penalty advantage. Bursting up through the centre is Rawcliffe. And that's a 3rd penalty in quick succession. And there could be a card coming here for Ongar. Or at the very least a warning. Kareem Issa, the skipper on field. That's a warning. 1 more penalty and someone will see the bin. Lovely stepping inside and out. Reaching from close range. Luke Hayward over. LU7's back in the contest. John, a really important try.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see, that all came from Will Nelson there with the break. And he is really unstoppable once he gets going with his handoff. But excellent play, great execution, and hopefully we can bring it back.
Well, they're certainly in the fixture. An important score right on the brink of half-time. It's been a thrilling Men's Social Cup final. Ongar quickest out of the blocks, and then they kept the pressure on. LU7s with an important response right before the break. Still all to play for here in our penultimate game at the Peterborough 7s in the Lit7 series. In the Men's Social final, it's Ongar who hold a 3-1 try advantage over LU7s with 7 minutes still to come.
lads over Bristol.
This is a very sort of local side.
Ongar's a place.
Yeah, it's between. Do you know Harlow?
Yeah, I do.
It's between Chelmsford and Harlow.
I'm from Manchester.
Oh, really? Yeah, Ongar is literally just everyone who wants to play. Yeah, anyone wants to play during the summer.
No, we literally just set up a little team. Some dad's got it. Just literally made a team.
It's Dan Harris, George Harris's dad.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Is it also Alfie Harris?
Yeah. No, they're like cousins. I don't know.
That's cool. Something quite useful for you. All at Henley College, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Henley Colleges.
Second half to play here, live in this men's social cup final. Our penultimate game of the day before the men's cup final in the open competition. It's a great take from Sheehan off the kickoff, but it's LU7s in possession and 2 tries down. Looking to create something from nothing, from deep in their own half. Lovely fend and great acceleration, but Cramwell with the intersection. Cramwell grabs a hold of it. Hands it off to Russell. Russell finds a pass. The ball goes to ground. I think we'll be back for a scrum for LU7s. John Botcher from LU7s alongside me. Bright start to the second half for your team.
Yeah, no, 100%. As you can see, there was Tom Twidle with the ball, and he really just has the ability to create something out of nothing. As you can see right there, it didn't quite go our way, but hopefully things start looking up for us.
And James Padfield of the Ongar 7s, it's been a really impressive showing in this cup final so far, but still in danger here.
Yeah, we were very lucky there. Old Ben Cramwell is long limbs. He managed to reach in there and grab that pass there, but very well done to Ben.
Well, Cramwell was beaten with the left foot step, and Ongar will be reduced to 6 because a deliberate knock-on, denying a try-scoring opportunity from Kareem Issa, means he will be in the bin for the next few moments. John, LU7s have to capitalise from here.
Oh yes, 100%. We really need a try here, or else this final isn't looking great, but hopefully we can stay in it and get going.
Well, an unforced error in an unfortunate time, but LU7s will know they've got the man advantage and they'll be defending as such. A couple of fresh faces on the field, Reece Buchanan and Jude Griffin, both on for LU7s. Well, it's a strong scrum from Ongar. And they somehow come away with it. The ball was loose, but they're in possession. And the 6 men of Ongar still maintain their 2-try advantage. And what a carry that is up the jumper from Kene Eze. And Eze gets the pass away. Here's Ben Cramwell. Cramwell, Eze again. Takes on Reece Buchan at full extension and draws the penalty. Quick tap from Cramwell. And here's Broughton. Big try in the first half. Stepping inside and out. And right through the hole he goes, getting the better of Rendell on this occasion. And Broughton has yet another score. One of Ongar's most dangerous players in that outside centre channel. And he's turning the screw here on LU7s. Ongar lead by 4 tries to 1, with surely 2 extras to be added on top. James, what a time to score.
Absolutely incredible. Ollie Broughton stunner on the pitch. He always moves, but you don't expect him to move, and he keeps going. He can't disadvantage against Kene, number 6. He really put a shift in there to get through the first few tackles. Absolutely incredible.
Kene Eze scored a couple of tries today for Ongar. It was important setting that one up here. And there's plenty of instructions coming from the sideline for LU7s, this group of young, developing rugby players. We're taught a bit of a lesson here by the senior men. Good take, but equally a strong line speed from Hale. Clever footwork from Griffin. And maybe a little bit of space out wide. Lovely step. Good drive from Buchanan. Just moving it from right to left in first phase. Reece Buchan will try his luck, but he's swamped by colourful shirts, and it's been ripped on the deck by Issa back onto the field, and then his pass is forward. So perhaps a bit of a let-off there for LU7s. They'll have a set piece to try and create something. Couple of changes in the offing as well. Connor Stewart onto the field. Andrew Russell once again enters the fray. George Harris, the captain, to feed this scrum. And Harris does well to get it away. Griffin. Sheehan. Buchan goes direct and is dragged down, but high tackle is the call. Quick tap, and Harris wants it. More patient from LU7s, but they're desperate to carve an opportunity. Sheehan, good leg drive. Harris is there in support. Howe. There's no one outside, so instead it's Rendell going alone. Really strong tackle. But Stewart's off his feet. Harris. Lovely crossfield kick, and it's tapped back by Borton. What can he create on the counter? Harris gets a hold of him. Offload to Stewart. Sheehan just about keeps hold. Lovely offload, but put down. And some broken field, perhaps, for LU7s to create. But look how quickly Ongar reform their line. This breathless period of play feels like it's gone on for an age. Diving into the breakdown, off their feet, however. So a penalty, and surely a quick tap. Cramwell's offside. So the two number 7s have at it. Randall and Albert. And finally, a bit of pace taken off the game. Sheehan. Lovely footwork. Sheehan's away. Wonderful. Inside and out from the Midlands centre player. Well, Wasps have got a live wire on their hand, but he taps it down. Cool from the sideline is let's get on with things, because they've got more to give if they want to get back into this final. But it's too late. Kane Sheehan's wonderful finish will not be enough to drag the game back into LU7's hands. Ongar, with their impressive start to the game, did enough in the end to win the game by 4 tries to 2. John, not the perfect performance from LU7's, but lessons learnt, and it's been a really successful time within the Lit7 series regardless.
Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, the finals didn't go away, but I'm super proud of the boys and where we've come today. So, good stuff. I'm really proud. Yeah.
And James, a fitting conclusion to a talented Ongar side that have been on the rise throughout the Sevens calendar.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. It was unfortunate from old Belly Albert number 7 there to let in that last try, that poor tackle. But maybe why he got dropped by under-16 Scotland.
Well, we'll let you gents go and celebrate. Thank you very much for joining us here live. And we'll move right ahead to the final game here at the Peterborough 7s on the Lit7 series. It is the Men's Open Cup final.